I'm a trained architect, and having my projects after my girls uh, started up with this enterprise called Anandaya, which is an interface between design and craft of the region, which gets a lot of the clusters and highly skilled craftspeople to upskill even further, to experiment with design, and to get out something beautiful, sustainable for the globe, which is relevant for today. So, having done projects with my husband in my earlier professional of that, and having girls in my life, I had two babies, girls, and after my second one, I it's important for a mother to be able to focus on this aspect, and which is why the third baby Anantya we flagged off to be able to balance myself as a mother and as a professional working woman. And I started Ananta in the basement of my house. And from then on, about 16 years back, I'm sorry, around 11 years back, that's when we started. Not having a board outside our house, but doing something amazing. And the word spread because we were doing some good work, my husband and I. And the enterprise just took its own form and shape, and here we are today. So, being extremely a family which has got strong women, part of both my mother's side and my in law's side, are very, very present to the fact that the next generation needs to be strong. And inherently, whatever decision that I take or we take as a family is a testament to that, and always having that thing in the mind that how much of an impact any of our actions will have on the next generation, on the people around us, on their lives. As a Jain family, we're very, very conscious that our actions are based on ahimsa, which is the least harm to anyone, but the maximum effect and impact on people, and specifically women. So when my girls were young, we did with the Jaipur Virasat Foundation that time. They entrusted us to take up a retail, and there we had a little gallery space, a community space where we held the Mela community workshops with a lot of people from the city, a lot of interesting young ladies now. Uh, we've sort of groomed in the way that having these workshops every second Sunday, where you interact with craft and artisans and natural materials, and so that generation, and then as and how our private lives grew, and my we I am part of a few organizations like the Fiki Flow, where I was the executive, the treasurer, secretary, and led a very interesting life where then there was we founded the Jaipur Women Mentors Forum with Archana, and I'm also mentoring a few women, the young design entrepreneurs, and to do with our initiatives, private initiatives like the Mahi Road Festival and the Big Bin Project, where it's a community-led initiative, a volunteer-based activity. And Mahi Roj brings together, it's a sustainable festival, which is the only one of its kind. It's Mahi is Earth and Roj is Day. Every day, Earth Day. So celebrate uh, sustainable living and holistic living and conscious living, and showcase it to the city. So having a lot of young people volunteer in it, having college students, it's like an open house, Anantaya, what how it was built on. So it's a way of life, and that we want to share with everyone that why it's so pertinent to be conscious of your work and your actions, and not blatantly do it just to be earning commercially. Commerce is only an engine, it's a tool. But what is the larger means? What really gives you a satisfaction? I get a lot of satisfaction by seeing a little small action which makes a deep impact on someone. Even getting someone to smile makes gives you so much satisfaction. And somehow we all need to realize that we need to be engaging our next generation, inviting them to think in much broader view. So a few things which are who make me who I am is that I'm a very positive, very, very enthusiastic sort of a person who will always take the best and forget the rest. It's always move on, just get it done, move on, and enjoy your journey. That's been key. And then things which make me centered. So I'll keep focusing on something. I'm always been a deep learner. Any time in my life, there has been something beside me in which I'm a student, and to have that attitude in your mind. So with Reiki, with pranic healing, um, with with Vicharad music after my marriage and during my kids, along with my work, or um, with landmark team management leadership programs, etc. There has always been something on my side which has made me want to be always want to learn and be a student. So that's been very, very key, that having people around me and interacting with them, giving back, makes me young and energized all the time. And centering myself, maybe doing meditation, maybe doing something which kind of focuses, is extremely important, because we need to recreate ourselves every moment, every single day, any in the face of any challenge, any breakdowns which keep happening professionally, personally. For a woman, it's extremely important to have to hold herself and recreate herself every moment, to be able to be the pillar of wherever she is.